Mario DiSanto. I have many interests in many things. I like music. I like photography. I like fixing up things that are broken. When I started recording, so like I had the idea, my album, Distorted Proportions, like that started as an idea I had like 4 or 5 years ago. And I was like, I want to make an album. I'm gonna call it Distorted Proportions. It's like all the idea I had. I'd never recorded anything. I'd only played the drums at the time, and so like I bought a bass. I borrowed a cheap keyboard from a friend, and I wrote my first song, and I wanted to record it. It was my first song. And I had always had interest in tape machines, not necessarily from a recording perspective. I'm a mechanical engineer, like that's like what my profession is, and like I just love the design of anything with moving parts like this. Like a tape machine is like a perfect example. You know, like there's so many things working together, moving parts. You know, it just interests me.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna grab a cigarette real quick.
All right, I'll follow you. All right, cool. Is that your family?
Huh?
Was that your family?
That's not my family. That'd be cool though. Crammed up. That many people. I don't know. People that are like crammed up with a lot of people are interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really bad at telling people about myself, but I have a bunch of people in my life, throughout my life, that would tell me about me, and they'd be like telling me something so absurd or so insane. I'd be like, did that really happen? And they're like, yes, that happened exactly like that. So hi, I'm Clem. I'm a skater, punk, goth, probably just a ghost, special ed, you know, I'm vibing through all the cliques.
So you're a musician?
Yeah, I also act, I do photography.
Oh, now what are you taking out?
This is.
Is it caught?
This is a. Oh my god! This is a negative enlarger. So basically, after you develop your pictures, right?
Yeah.
You get a negative. So you put the negative in here. It enlarges the negative. You know, there's a light bulb in here. It enlarges the negative. I would show you, but it's too light in here. You won't be able to see it. And basically, you put photographic paper here.
Yeah.
And you develop the photographic picture based upon your negative and the light shining through it. And then you put it in the chemicals and develop the print. Every picture I ever took, I put in chronological order. I don't even know which one's the first one. But like every picture in here, this is the first one, is in chronological order. So like I went through each negative and like very meticulously made sure everything was in chronological order. For a reason I don't know why, I just get a little anal about shit sometimes. I'm not anal, I just think it's interesting to look at my progression of like quality of pictures.
Yeah.
Like this one came out really good. Like some of them are a little blurry just because my shutter speed was so low, because it was so dark.
What kind of music do they play?
Very kind of primal garage rock, like very stripped down. Like you can see in these pictures, like the drummer has 2 drums and that's it. You know, no snare, no bass drum, no cymbals. So it's very like, I don't know, primal is the way I describe it.
thing that you ever gotten in trouble for as a kid?
Let's see. I don't know, I was a pretty good kid in special ed. I just had anger issues. I would get in a lot of fights. The worst thing that happened, like punishment-wise, is I really wanted a cat. And I was kind of like an arsonist at the time. Not really. Like I would like just play with a lighter and leave like burn marks on the wall sometimes in my bedroom. I was like 14, 13. And my mom like took me in front of a church and she called the police, and the police show up and they're like, "What's the problem?" And we're just standing outside this church, and my mom's like, "Yeah, we're going to go get you a cat so you can do school and you can be motivated." And she calls the cops and she's like, "Yeah, take my kid. My kid is an arsonist trying to set the house on fire." And then the cops are like, "You gotta talk to child services about that. We can't really do anything for you." And it was just super like fucked up. I think that was like a pretty fucked up punishment. Like, what a weird way of going about me wanting a cat.
It started with my neighbor's cat.
Even the good things in life can be negative, right? One of my songs, I wanted it to be really dark. I wanted it to be literally about murdering people and murdering cats. So that's really where the idea of the song came from. And then like the sequel to that song was Serial Skinner, where, you know, I started with cat and then I worked my way up to the owner's cat, killing her. I mean, you could go into the movies and watch really effed up stuff on the big screen. Like, we're killing a fake cat. Like, if people are upset about it, let them be upset. Like, you're not upset about The Exorcist or whatever horror movie you're watching on the movies, you know what I mean? So, it was never a concern for me. Like, I don't think that's my image.
Yeah.
I dropped out 9th grade.
Oh yeah, that was right.
Anyone drops out.
You were telling me about that last year.
I left school like a month in or 2 months in.
Why? What was wrong with the
like
school?
Fucking 5 high schools. I couldn't meet friends. I kept transferring to meet friends, like the right people. Cause like I went to high school. I made friends. I would smoke cigarettes every day, outside with them and shit. I'd probably smoke like 8 cigarettes every morning. I'd be at school at 6 a.m. before school even opened.
Yeah.
Waiting for people.
Yeah, you said you were adopted, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever met your real parents?
No, never. I have like a brother that's supposedly older than me, like a blood brother, that my mom told me about last year. She's like, "You want to meet him?" I was like, "Fuck yeah."
What was the worst trouble you ever got into as a kid?
Oh. I've definitely done a lot of bad things as a kid that I regret. As far as getting in trouble, we were just stealing dumb stuff from like the corner store.
Yeah.
Like really dumb stuff. And like, for example, we would steal cigarette lighters for the sole purpose of throwing them on the ground and them exploding. And if you do it at night, you could actually see like the fire.
Oh, see, it's gonna be fucking hard. What? One time.
You think it's gonna work now?
Wait. I gotta get rid of this.
Maybe I shouldn't be like on the
Alright,
side
hold
you're
this
gonna.
shit.
It's a heavy dagger.
I think it did. Did it work? I think it might have worked.
No, I didn't. I just fucking broke it. You know what I'm saying? Oh.
Oh shit.
Did it do it?
Yeah.
Did it?
Did it?
A little bit. Like fizzled.
Yeah, see, look, this is not like normal. I've never seen one of these lighters ever. I'm still gonna try it. Fuck.
Do you want to have kids?
I used to, and now I don't. I'm pretty sure because of the hormones, I can't have kids. I'd have to get off my hormones. I probably wouldn't do that. and I probably wouldn't decide to have kids unless I like fell into the role where I could be a good mom.
What about adopting?
Yeah, I always wanted to adopt too, just like someday. I had to tell this dude the other day, like, get away from me, because he like whipped out his dick. I was like, I just got divorced, like, get the fuck away from me.
He looked at his dick?
No, he grabbed his dick, he went into his pants, he's like, you're pretty. And I was like, get the fuck away
Where
from
was
me.
this?
I was in the woods and this dude just passing by.
So he walks next to you, says, you're
Whips
pretty,
out his dick. He's like,
whips his dick
"You're
out.
pretty." I'm like, get the fuck away from me, dude.
And what'd you say?
I don't know what's hurting, but I don't really like violence.
What kind of music are you doing?
Every kind. Well, that's more like experimental, like gospel trap.
Gospel trap?
Yeah, it's experimental gospel trap. It's like satanic. I like the crunchiness of it. It's really metal. Walking, still don't know where I'm heading. Home to you is where I wanted to be. And you made me red blush. I'm still here on my knees, looking for a crumb to please, and I can't share with you. That was a really bad freestyle, cause like it's a weird beat. All I had was a spliff. That's a fucking great way to end it. I'm just gonna play.
Wow. Now, did you do all the voices? Like the reporter and stuff like that?
Yeah.
How many tracks are there on this song?
16. Oh, this place.
At some point in your life, maybe someone offered you some advice, right? What was that advice and how did it affect you growing up?
A key piece of advice that my dad used to beat into me as a kid was, now I'm paraphrasing, obviously, and using cleaner language probably than he would have been using, but only jerks in life are going to get their way. Or another way to put that, only people who do the wrong thing in life are going to get where they want to be. But that shouldn't stop you from doing the right thing, regardless. And he used to say that a lot to me, a lot. And that's always stuck with me. You know, it's easy to make decisions that will help you and hurt others. It's extremely easy. We see it all the time, you know, whether it be politics or whatever the case may be. But you need to be stronger than that, and you need to think that's not the right thing to do.
Is it permanent? Is it permanent?
Yeah.
With me. With me. With me, pretty girl. With me, pretty girl. I never cared about fashion whatsoever. Even in high school, like I never cared. Jeans and a t-shirt. It would always be jeans and a band t-shirt. Whatever bands, you know, like in high school I was into like Led Zeppelin and all that stuff. So that's like all I wore. When I started getting seriously interested in making music is when I started becoming more presentable. And I think that is in large in part because the people I was listening to, they were all wearing suits. They were all sharp dressed. And to me, like that was always just like the coolest. I noticed that people would treat you a lot differently when you wore suspenders and a tie. People treat you with more respect when you're wearing a tie.
And they call you sir.
They call you sir, exactly.
This is from 1986. It's just a granddad who like does art, who's a clown, taking his granddaughter to the circus. So he painted it, and his name's Morshie. So I was like, yes.
Is that real blood on the wall right there?
Yo,
What happened there? What happened there?
blood. I mean, put one and two together.
Where were you bleeding from?
My wrist. Wait, you guys don't have goat cheese?
Grilled cheese?
Goat cheese.
Grilled cheese, yeah?
No, goat. Go more.
No, oh, no. Goat cheese, no.
You don't like goat cheese?
No, we don't
No,
have.
that's
We
true.
don't have.
You want
They
you
have-
want a shit
they
ton
have
of goat
He
cheese?
wants, but we don't have.
Yeah, they don't have.
How long would it take you to get goat cheese?
I don't know. I have no idea. Good question.
Disco French fries. What are disco French fries?
Okay, they say with the mozzarella cheese and the gravy. That's
Oh no. Do you guys have different seasonings? Like paprika?
I'm surprised you didn't say. Do you guys have like a different flour? Different rows for the table?
so terrified to wreck this thing that I'm like, I'm super cautious.
So the secondary part of that is dying in the process?
Alright, later.
What was the point of that?
That's exactly what I'm fucking saying, bro. If you're fucking addicted to weed, come the fuck over at 12, bro. Shut the fuck up. Don't fucking text me you got $5 fucking and only give me nothingness. Like, fuck you, bro. I'm not lining you up ever. Yo, I might be concussed. That did nothing for me. Imagine. Imagine. Yo, I might be concussed. This does nothing for me. Bro, I remember I was like on 2 grams of ketamine, and like it was the first time I did ketamine in like 2 years. So I look at my friend, because my friend puked. He did so much ketamine that he puked.
Why do you call it ketamine? Don't people call it K?
Who cares? I was telling my fucking friend though, like, let's go outside to the park, let's get some fresh air. And he's like, no, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. And he goes to the bathroom, like, I'm gonna go pee. And then like 3 seconds later, the toilet's flooding. And then he's puking everywhere. And we're like, dude, what the fuck? What happened? And he got puke and he spilled the litter everywhere. So he got puke, toilet water, and litter all over this dude's like clothes. I was like, how are you not mad at me right now? I brought this person to your house. How are you not mad at me? I like was on so much ketamine that I was like, bro, I'm not gonna fucking hold you right now, but I'm a silly motherfucker. Like, I was just like, I felt like I was about to like fall forward, because like, I was like, whoa, I'm a silly motherfucker. I think like for me, doing like 3 grams of ketamine felt like having my legs on the ceiling and like my hands like going like that against the walls. I remember having to open the door for my mom because she was like, what's going on in there? And like I looked at her and I was like, my feet are on the fucking ceiling, my face is like drooling on the fucking floor. How the fuck am I having an actual conversation with my mom right now? And I was like, can you come back later? I like closed the door on her face and she was like, alright. I don't know. We did 10 grams of ketamine all together that day.
What was the last Christmas present that you got?
Yo, I was in Delaware and I had gotten this thing from my Ableton Push 2. It was a cord, it was a 12.5 cord, and I was in Delaware and these people put a gun in my head. And
no, I said Christmas present.
Yeah, they put a gun in my head and they stole my Christmas present, which was a glass slide for my guitar and a cord for my Ableton Push 2. That was the last thing I ever got for Christmas. And they stole that shit. It was like fucking houseless, my Christmas present.
This person just fucking ran the red light.
Bro, a real car enthusiast would have just mowed through that.
Found on the streets of Brooklyn, actually, me and my girlfriend were walking, and someone just had books they were throwing out, on the side of the curb. And Frankenstein was there, and I picked it up, and I was like, Frankenstein, cool, like, I'd love to read this. And it was my first time, like, sitting down and reading a book in 10 years, I don't know, a long time. And I was like, holy crap, like, this book is amazing, and I got really into reading books. And, but Frankenstein just struck a chord with me. But the book itself, it's much more a critique of the human nature. I mean, human nature, the way, like a lot of the book is the monster's perspective of what humanity is. And him learning his way how to act like a human and studying other humans, right? It's very introspective.
Is 10 grams a lot?
10 grams will have you come back.
Yo,
Yeah.
what's up?
I'm just cleaning up. I'm grabbing food from downstairs.
How did your train hopping trip go?
That was fun. I went to California for no reason. They were really rude. Like, they were super disrespectful. And, like, I was having a panic attack. Like, and I was, like, subconsciously like, yo, these people are, like, not good people. Like, they were not good people to my best friend. Like, I know that for a fact.
But all right, so here's what I'm going to ask you. I totally want your honesty. But I was told that you were planning on robbing me. That you and some friends were planning on robbing me.
I don't really have friends, bro. I don't.
Okay.
I have, like, no male friends. My only friend lives, like, in Westchester, and he's my friend who I reconnected with. And he was like my best friend.
Yeah, but
his name's Alex.
The question still stands. Were you planning on robbing me?
Nah, bro.
Why would someone tell me that?
Bro, people talk shit about me all the time. I hear my name all the time. My friend, my ex-boyfriend is 27. Face tattoos, face eyebrow tattoos, face tattoos down there, you know?
Yeah.
I got with them because I was like, damn, intimidating. Like, not got with them, but like, I was like attracted to them, like, because they were like different. And their brother followed me when I was 16, and they were in the band named Luci, but their brother like hung themselves. And I was like, what's going on? Like,
yeah, but Luci,
like,
what I'm trying to figure out is like
friends told me that.
Why would someone say that? Like, why would someone say that about you? Like, especially when I'm just trying to do good by you, you know?
A lot of shit about me, and I do not give a fuck. It's not something I like.
But it never, and you didn't mention this to anybody that you wanted to rob me or anything like that. That's absolutely not true.
No, bro. I have way too much going on. Way too much like personal shit. Way too much like weird shit going on. Like, I don't have time to rob anyone.
What happened to your arm?
I cut myself, gang.
How do you cut it? Like,
How did I cut myself?
Intentionally?
Yeah, I did that intentionally. It's healing. Look, this is a penis being grabbed, and there's a sledgehammer being shoved up an asshole, and that asshole is also an orifice being penetrated.
The meanings of my songs can change meanings as I write them, as I record them, as I reflect on them. And I remember in school teachers saying, it's not necessarily what the author meant in his book. It's what you learn from the book. It's what you get from the book. And I always thought that was really stupid. I was like, no, it is about what the author writes. It's his intentions. But now I have such a different perspective, because even my own intentions, I will look at, or I'll even differ from my own original intentions from how I look at my own music. So it is about what you get from a song. It's not necessarily about why it was written.
My best piece of advice is you can talk to anyone. You can do anything. Anything is possible.
If you could send your brother a message, what would it be?
They want me dead, brother, and it's your fault. You're probably a twin or something. Fucking asshole. Does he look like me? Does he talk like me, or is he like sophisticated? Does he go like like randomly? His name has to be like not Harold or some shit. Something like super like hard to like pronounce. The only thing that's coming to mind is like Mario's beard and Luigi's beard, and they're tossing pizzas. I don't know. I can't really think.
Late last night, we
Oh, okay. All right.